Alright everyone, welcome to round 2 of Epic Cards and Games weekly Wednesday tournament. We are going to see a Maliss mirror match. God, I hate the Maliss mirror match. And we are going to see Aiden, I believe, start this turn with a Maliss and Underground. So we see Daniel. We saw him in the last showcase in the previous videos for the previous week, and he ended up having the weirdest deck build of Maliss. I mean, he had double MTPO7s, and yeah, it was just very weird. And he, well, we're gonna see how he ends up playing here. I don't think he played his best last week, but maybe he's just learning the deck, you know. So let's see what goes on. We see Aiden still playing TB11. And now, let's see, looks like he normal summoned the white rabbit to set it, and then now he's going to go Dormouse, banish the Chessie pay 3 to summon it out on the field, and now does he have a Maliss? He does, he has 2 March Hares, so he can go ahead and draw 2. Okay, but he gets Ash Blossomed, so I mean, this is fine, right? Like, you don't care about the draw 2, like, you would love to see more hand traps, but when you're playing the mirror, you just have to solidify your board presence, and you should be fine. So, this is actually kind of in Aiden's favor, really, because now he gets to search the backup, and then that's an extender, like, and then you get another body by banishing the white rabbit. So, I mean, yeah, no, this looks to be prime Aiden position to win this game. So, on the addition of the backup, he is going to go ahead and droll him, which is a-okay. We are comfortable with that. So now he's going to go ahead and pay 300 for the white rabbit. He technically missed his timing there because he should have been chain link 1, but it's okay. We're not going to harp on that here. So now we are going to see him summon the Splash Mage. Splash Mage summon the white rabbit. And you could say this is a little odd, because, you know, Nibiru, but he has enough extenders, I believe. I don't think he had to go for the Splash Mage yet, though. Now, he goes ahead and activates White Binder to set MTPO7. Now, he can continue extending with TB11 here, so he is going to do that by special summoning the March Hare from deck. And now reborning essentially the white binder. Okay. Now from here, yeah, you can't draw, but she doesn't summon and draw. She summons, then you can draw. So Droll did not prevent her summon, luckily. Now from here, what he can do is go for Cryptor. Well, I guess if that was the case, he would need to banish on summon, right? Looks like he doesn't do so. Okay, so might just go for the red ransom. Now, red ransom here. Actually, you know what? This is actually kind of fine, right? Because now you can go for the allied code talker. Yeah, no, this is a-okay, actually. Come on. No, don't you can't activate. Okay, so Aiden, looking at his hand here, has a Droll backup and a March Hare. I would save all of that for follow-up. No reason to waste all those resources. I would personally, if he plays it, just make the Allied Code Talker and then pass. However, I might not have seen that actually on here. Instead, he plays the Terahertz. Okay, so he's going to link for what? Okay, he does play Allied Code. Nice. So this allied code gains, I think, an extra 1,000, and he passes. So we're gonna see Daniel set 2 cards, and then he has Chessie Cat plus the Dormouse. Now he's gonna go Chessie Cat effects, and then draw 2. Now on resolution, Chainlink 1, Dormouse. Chainlink 2, Droll. Will Daniel chain MTP? The answer is no. Now, both of these players do play TB11, so under draw... Oh, what? Okay, yeah, looks like he did that a turn too late. Yeah, not really a turn too late. He probably just forgot to realize that Droll would hinder him on activating the MTP and banishing on res, which would in turn prevent Daniel from quote-unquote playing unless he had an extender in the back row. So yeah, Aiden lost a form of interruption there by activating the Droll here. And we do see TB11 set on Daniel's side of the board, so we are going to see him activate it, banishing the Chessy Cat in order to special summon a Maliss monster in from the deck. And now from here we're going to see Chessy pay 300 and then special summon it back. Then we are going to see, what are we going to see? A Link 3? I mean, it wouldn't be Red Ransom. Heart's Cryptor here also seems a little weird. We also had to remember that Aiden still has a negate with Allied Code Talker, so... He has multiple negates actually, because he also has the Lingeribo in the graveyard that contributed to special summon itself on the field. And then he has March Hare, which can summon the White Rabbit, so I mean... He's not out of, like, options, and he definitely doesn't lose the game. Daniel just needs to find a way to make an access code with a Link 3 to be able to summon back. So he's going to use all these bodies to make a White Binder. White Binder is going to probably banish his Rabbit as well as TB11, and ideally you should banish something from his graveyard if it matters. Maybe a Link monster just so he has less targets for... Oh, the Lingeribo actually would be pretty big here. Okay, chooses to not do, not banish the Lingeribo. I think that's wrong, but hey. From here, now he gets to special summon back the White Rabbit and activate its effect now. And then he's going to use the Allied Code Talker to negate and this banish. Now we're going to see... okay, so he's going to set the GWC06. I think Aiden should have waited to use the Allied Code Talker negate. You know, like, potentially use it on a... well, then again, you're in danger of access code. But you're in the same danger no matter what here. It's just... I guess you don't lose, right? Yeah. So now, what's the play? You have like one pop, and if you use the access code pop, you lose your White Binder for forever at the moment, because there's no way for you to reset the GWC here. Splash Mage, okay. Now Splash Mage is going to summon out the Chessy Cat. Now he's going to go ahead and make a Red Ransom. See, yeah, I don't know. This just seems really bad. I think Daniel has to scoop it up here. Let's see if he can do anything with this, but now he's Cyber's locked, so he cannot SP. I think I would just pick up my cards and go to the next game. He is going to summon the Transcode Talker, though. And Transcode Talker, it looks like Aiden is reading over to see what it does. It can, I believe, summon back the White Binder. But here we see the activation of March Hare, banishing his White Binder from the graveyard, and then activating White Binder on the field to banish those three Link monsters. Well, the Splash Mage, the White Binder, and the Chessy Cat. So... I mean, I think that's it, right? Like, now the MTPL7 that I believe is set, cannot use its effect to banish a card on field. So, I think we're gonna see them... Wow, they're really gonna keep trying. This is pissing me off. Just scoop! People do this all the time where they won't scoop it up, and it is a little triggering because, like, you need to understand that time is not on your side, especially when you're playing Malice. And right now, what Aiden's going to be able to do is just make an access code talker and win. Let's see what happens. Okay. So he's going to link off with the March Hare and the White Binder to summon Access Code. Access Code effect, target the White Binder, gain 3k. And then banish the Splash Mage to pop a set. Now he's going to activate MTP07, and I would just let that go through. There's no danger here, I believe. Because I believe you have to control a Malice Link to be able to banish, and he doesn't. And then he's going to go ahead and banish the White Binder to destroy the Transcode Talker. And then White Binder is going to summon itself back by paying 9 and drawing a card. And he is going to be able to banish some more cards from the graveyard, particularly the 2 traps and the Transcode. And that is game. So let's await for game number 2. Alright, both players ended up drawing their 5 for game number 2. Now we're going to go ahead and see them start their turn. We have a bunch of Malice names and Ash Blossom in Daniel's hand to start. And we see Ash Blossom being used on the Chessie. Now, he has the March Hare in hand, like I said. So March Hare will go ahead and banish the Dormouse to special summon itself. Makes you wonder if Aiden should have used the Impulse on the March Hare. Now this here doesn't make a whole lot of sense. He ends up using the Impulse on the Dormouse. Thing is though, is that there's still a lot of things that Daniel can do here. So you go straight for the Splash Mage. Splash Mage summon back March Hare, and then link off into the Red Ransom. Red Ransom searching this field spell, and then field spell to banish the White Rabbit, I assume. And then White Rabbit paid 300 to summon itself out. From here, he can go ahead and set MTP or GWC, but he ends up setting the TB11. It's so weird seeing TB11 in these decks because I truly don't think they need them anymore. So had to pause there for a second. Now we're gonna see TB11 banish the Red Ransom to special summon out the Chessie Cat, but he could have summoned the Dormouse instead and then banished Chessie Cat with the Dormouse effect, because he hasn't used the on-field effect of Dormouse. So Red Ransom will be summoned back, and fun fact, I learned this just because I was playing on Master Duel, but you can actually banish the the Cyberse level 1 Dotscaper. So that was a fun fact that I was able to learn. So yeah, now he's gonna go Link 3 into the White Binder. Does he play the Ad Ignister stuff? He does, right? Yeah, he could have gone for like a Cyber's Wicked. Instead, he ends up going like Neg, basically. Interesting. Now he's going to go ahead and use MTP07, probably adding another copy of March Hare to hand, and then summoning back the White Binder, and then White Binder can summon back, banishing the Chessie Cat, which can then summon the Chessie Cat back. You know, it's funny. I don't play Malice, at least not in real life, but like, I feel like when I see other players play Malice, I feel like I have a... How do I say this without sounding rude? Like, I feel like I would make different plays that would get me to, like, higher ceilings. Higher ceiling end boards. But I don't know. See, yeah, I guess he just doesn't remember that he normal summoned the Chessie and never banished it. So he is sadly missing out on some bodies. And his end board is going to lack because of it. I mean, he has Ash, but this does seem pretty weak. So, we are now going to see Aiden draw the Lightning Storm from the top, and, of course, use it, calling monsters, I assume. Daniel debating on using the March Hare. He can summon the monster in defense mode. right? Okay, I guess... Do both players misunderstand how the card works? Because technically, he can use March Hare there and banish it from the field. But I guess Aiden is telling him, you should wait. Which I agree. You should wait. There's no reason to use it right then and there, because March Hare can banish from the graveyard, so... a bit of a conundrum to try to activate it early. But yeah, we're going to see after that Underground be used to special summon out the Dormouse essentially. Dormouse summoning back, summon, and then activate the effect to banish Chessie. And then Chessie banish the white rabbit to draw 2. However, it gets Ash, so he cannot banish because it's not cost. However, he has it normal summon, so... Normal summon the white rabbit, set the GWC06, and then, I mean, from here, you know, do you think he has Nib? Do you not? You know that I think actually he would have a game without playing into Nibiru, because I think here he could just go Cryptor, deal 31, banish, deal 56, right? However, looks like he is trying to play around it by summoning the Lingaribo, which you could argue is fine. I think I would just go for game, though. Now, he summons a Splash Mage to target the Binder, and then summon it out. But it looks like he is looking to activate the March Hare first, or in response. It looks like in response. Now, if I was Aiden, I think I would have summoned out like the Chessie instead, because the Binder hasn't been banished, so you could always banish it for the white Binder. Or if Daniel ends up trying to banish it and misplays, you get a free body, right? So he ends up banishing the Dormouse along with his white rabbit and red ransom, and now he's able to summon out both of those cards by paying a total of 1200 life points here. Reading the white rabbit, he can in fact set a card if he has one. What are we looking to set? You could set an MTP if you have another one, but he goes for GWC instead. I think MTP would have been better, no, because you could banish the March Hare, add it back to hand, and banish a card on field, and then add another one from the deck. Unless he already did it. The game has gone for quite a while now that I kind of just forgot. Oh no, he did at that last turn. So I guess the Cryptor play would not make sense. Okay. This makes it a lot more appealing then. Because now he should have access to summon the White Rabbit, or Binder rather, banish the White Rabbit and other cards from Daniel's graveyard, and then go for access code. Access code, unfortunately, cannot get rid of the entire board. So let's see how Aiden ends up dealing with this. Alright, so from here, pay 300, summon back the rabbit, and now he can go ahead and link summon here. What will he go for? Looks like he's looking at that firewall dragon here. I guess if you utilize the other 2 links, you can go ahead and make the Wicked, and then Wicked after you link off for another Lingaribo. However, he is going to instead use the GWC, summon back Chessie Cat, and then pay 9 to summon the white Binder. And he already used Ash here, so he can't use another one. Alright. From here, he already had the backup at Ignister, so he's going to search the wizard and then discard another copy of Impulse. I wonder, how much harder can he go? He could technically get a, I was going to say he could go for the Wicked and add March Hare, but this is fine. He adds another copy of Maliss and Underground, And then links off these two for access code effect to gain 3k, and then he's going to go ahead and banish some cards here. So he's going to banish the Splash Mage and the Red Ransom more than likely. So what's Daniel thinking about? Okay, so he activates the GWC. He's gonna pay cost, which gets him an empty body and then gain 23. You know, I wonder, can you do that? Because your board is already full, and if you didn't have to pay cost, you would have too many bodies to reborn, right? Am I just tripping? I don't know. Anyways, from here, he's going to go ahead and banish both the Red Ransom and the Splash Mage. He pops, I believe that was a Chessy Cat. Or no, it was the White Rabbit. And then what's he going to pop from here? He's going to pop the Red Ransom. Now from here, he's going to pay 9, summon back Red Ransom, and then banish the March Hare. Now he can go for a sick Firewall play and bounce 2 more, right? Because he has 2 extenders at this point. So he has March Hare, which is going to banish GWC from the graveyard, and special, and now excuse me. We're going to see White Binder set the MTP. He could do this early in order to banish the White Binder and then make Firewall to bounce the last 2 monsters, and then that would be game. He goes for the Cryptor to banish instead, though. This ends up being the same outcome, realistically. But I want to see Firewall Dragon. Like, Firewall's sick. Okay, then banish by banishing the Cryptor, and then yeah, that's game. So GG's to Aiden here. He ends up going on to the next round with another win, and Daniel taking the loss here in the mirror match. So kind of a, you know, this mirror is always noted by the better player, better sequence sometimes, but sometimes, you know, Lancia just outright ends it. In this case, no Lancia from either player, so we ended up seeing a fair game. So thank you guys for watching. We will go ahead and come back in round number 3.